Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different today. I've done a few operating videos so far, but I just thought I'd do a little video on a project I've got ongoing at the moment, which is this GP15-1, which I am making into one of the new Morristown and Erie locomotives that they've recently purchased. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen my layout, which is based on a paper mill. It's actually based on a paper mill in Michigan, but technically I'm modelling the Morristown and Erie Railway. I've got a fair collection of locos in stock for that, and I'm just waiting for the space to be available to do that layout. So the Morristown and Erie, they've had over the years a lot of Alcos, a few of the locos as well of the GP line, and they've recently purchased two GP15-1s, so I thought I'd have a go at modelling, well, hopefully the pair of them, but at the minute I'm just working on one at the moment. This is the Walthers train line, I think it is. It's kind of the budget range locomotive. I got it off eBay for £60, which was ideal really. I've done a lot of scratch building and a lot of kit building in O gauge and brass. So from that point of view, I've done a fair bit of modelling, but in HO scale, I haven't really done anything like this before. So this is my first proper locomotive project, detailing and such like. So I've also got another one to do, which is GP7U. This is the Athens Genesis. This cost literally 3 times as much as the GP15. That I'm going to convert into Morristown and Erie number 23, but I don't particularly want to start chopping that up until I've had a bit of practice. So I thought I'd have a go with one of these. I wasn't overly impressed when I got it, but I dipped it in isopropyl to strip the paint, and I discovered that it had vast quantities of paint. The roof, it was in Union Pacific livery. The roof was grey, and obviously with the yellow sides, but the whole thing had been painted grey and then had the yellow paint put on top, and it was so thick. It's actually quite a detailed model in terms of all the louvres and the hatches and things. They were massively obscured by the vast amount of paint. And I can only imagine that's why they're relatively cheap. They obviously don't spend a lot of time or effort in painting them. So once I got that stripped, it actually turned out quite nice. So there's a few things I've had to do. The other thing I found out after I bought it, it was the wrong model in terms of it had the small blower housing here, and it doesn't have the correct hatch or any hatch at all on the top. So it needs a bit of work modifying it for what I want, which is ideal. It's going to be a great little project, I hope, if it works out. This isn't a demonstration of how to do anything. It might turn into a how not to do it, but we'll see how it goes. But at the moment, I'm really looking forward to cracking on with it. So aside from stripping it at the minute, what I've done, I've taken the class lights off, taken the front down there, and taken the hatch off the short hood at the front. And then I've removed the little housing from here and taken the louvers off the side. This will have blower housing and vents at the top, and I'll need to do the same the other side. And I've also got, oops, sorry, focus. It's got class lights on the back, on the long hood. They need to come off as well. So that's where I am with that at the moment. I've stocked up on a few bits. I use these little tubs on my loco projects to try and keep everything together that I've taken off. I've hopefully got the bits that I need, most of them already for the upgrade. Plough for the front, managed to get this off eBay. Details West plough. I thought it was the right one. I've got photos that I found that were available. I thought it was the right plough, but looking at it, it's got these sloping tops, and the prototype is straight. I found, I was looking around photos, I didn't have very many good photos, but I found, I don't know whether these are going to show up. I found a couple online. There's a couple of groups I'm a member of that have a few on, but this is most of the shape's the same, but it's very straight across the top, which clearly this one isn't. So I decide what to do, whether I'm going to live with it, whether I'll take the tops off, or whether I'll try and find another one that's more like the prototype. We'll see. See how that goes. So there was that. I also managed to get the blower housings. Only need one. Came as a pack of 2, which is handy. These are Canon and Company parts. Just need a little bit of adjustment, but that'll go on the side. Glad there's 2, because I do want to make the pair of locomotives, so I've got enough for both of them there. I've got some brass handrail stanchions from Keyser Valley Models. Got those from America. Not certain whether I'm going to use those yet, whether I'll stick with the plastic handrails that came with the kit, with the locomotive. So yeah, I'll make a decision about that. I've also got some also from Keyser Models, sunshades and lift rings for the roof. There's enough there for this and the other loco, and some more after that, I think. So that's where I'm with those. And I also just arrived some 0.3mm brass wire, straight brass wire, which I am going to use to make the grab irons for the front and the long hood. I'm going to make a little brass jig to put those together. I've also got the hatch for the top of the blower housing. That was very kindly provided to me by Steve, the British railroader. He'd made a comment on his one of his videos. He'd done some work on a GP15 and had also found it wasn't quite what he was expecting in terms of the model. So he had one to spare, very kindly sent it to me. I'm going to have to try and find another one. I think that's a Canon and Co part as well, I believe. Possibly. I'll have to double check. I need to find another one really, because obviously I want to do the second locomotive. I'm going to have to find a second one of those. So that'll be a hunt for the future. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. The quality of the mouldings on the truck sides is really quite poor. Looking at the rest of the locomotive, this is sort of considerably lower quality than the body. So I'm going to have a hunt around again whether I can find a kit of parts to make these. I did toy with the idea of scratch building them, but to do 4 of them, A, would be challenging, and B, I think it will just take me forever, and I do want to at some point in my life get this job finished. So I might see if I can get some better quality, better finished ones from somewhere. I mean, in the meantime, I'll probably just paint these up and use them until I can get what I might consider to be a better finish. I'll see what I can do with these. I might be able to do something with them and improve them a bit, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that. It's going to be interesting. I want to put the working ditch lights on it. I'd like to fit a Soundtracks decoder and have ditch lights front and rear. Now they're fitted underneath. They're fitted underneath the anti-climber, which is going to be quite interesting, because when it's put together, all this chassis is under there. I think I've worked out a way that I can make it work. The other minor issue is that this fits right up in the nose there, and that's going to affect how, this end fits right up in the nose there, which is going to affect how I fit the handrails, because if they poke through the back, this isn't going to fit in. And I've got, I think, quite possibly the same issue on the long hood, that the when I drill out the holes for the handrails, the grab irons, rather than put them through, they might touch on here. Not sure how I'm going to deal with that yet, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can route the working ditch lights by trimming back, while I'm in focus here, by trimming back these corners, I'll be able to run the wires through and then up into the decoder, assuming I can get one suitable one to fit. So sorry, going off camera there. Yeah, that's my little GP15-1 project. Literally just started, so as I make a bit of progress I will pop an update on, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Maybe a success, it might be a disaster, but I'll let you know when we get there. Okay, thanks very much, I'll see you next time.